quote from actually something that Mel Kiper said, which is just terribly wrong. He said Kevin Hogan, who ended up being a burnout quarterback in the NFL, went in the 6th round. He said, Kevin Hogan, one of my favorites, went in the 6th round. I had him ranked 1st overall, and I think I'll be right.
Who said that?
Mel Kiper.
I think I'll be right.
Reminds me of my favorite quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. I think the first offensive... I love that pick, by the way. Trevor Penning to the Saints. This tape turns me on. He was run blocking and like smashed somebody, knocked him over, and then like talked shit over their face. And I was like, yes, please, be on my team.
Oh, we got one viewer already? Is it me? One viewer already? Is it me?
Trying to not give away.
That might be me.
This is my first offensive tackle off the board. You know I'm going to do it every year. You have to make an Alexis Texas joke.
You could fill all the time while they're picking offensive tackles and linebackers.
Every single one is Alexis Texas.
I'm just sitting there waiting for the trade notice. The Jets have traded.
Back.
The 10 pick. The number 4 pick.
The number 4 and the number 10 and every single pick to trade back. And they're trading for wide receiver. Traquan Smith.
Here, stop. Look at the link.
The linky? What's the link, actually? Because
Posted in the sleeper.
okay, because I want to send it to my brother. Dude, these aren't even like real glasses, but they still like feel like they fog everything.
Say some Mel Kiper shit.
Well, it's gonna be a great draft, you know what I'm saying, JMO? We got tons of picks, we got tons of offensive players that are gonna come off the board. Every single player in this draft has the intangibles. They have the length, they have the strength, they have... Okay.
But I mean, you're a little high, but this mic catches everything straight into it.
I was just...
Oh, nice. I gotta get my information up.
Johnson.
PFF draft profiles.
Can I trade during this draft?
Yeah, I recommend it.
I'm gonna do it. Even if I have to force it, just for content. I got Locke.
I told Chris Locke if Deebo Samuel goes to the Jets, he can have whatever he wants. Just kidding. You can have Deontay Johnson. That's about it. Not whatever you want.
Yo, Locke tried to fleece me at Mahomes trade. I was not having it. Cooper Kupp and Joe Mixon, a first rounder. Get the hell out of here, Chris.
He's the king of fleece.
That's sleeping.
He's only made
Except
one.
he never gets it.
He's only made one trade.
That was the most ridiculous offer I've ever received. Patrick Mahomes, who gives a shit. I got Derek Carr, and more importantly, Derek Carr has Devontae Adams.
Dude, I want Derek Carr.
Get out. I got Derek Carr for a second rounder from Chris. In the offseason. For that trade. Also, shipped Baker Mayfield to Jim. Before they decided to trade him.
Oh man, that's brutal.
I felt kind of bad. Yeah, I felt bad about that. Yeah, well, Jim will figure it out. I'll probably start in Seattle or something for like a season.
Upstairs, first door on the right. Upstairs, first door on the right. Upstairs, first door on the right.
That's a really nice shower.
Thank you. I cocked it. I did the caulking.
Kind of impressed.
I spent a couple hours scraping caulk. Hello and welcome to the NFL Draft. It's at 10 minutes. So this is like the level. When you talk, you can see it like... It is catching the TV, unfortunately.
Oh, high is too high.
I mean, you can turn up the gain.
Oh, let it go.
It'll start catching more. Like...
Check.
And then it goes red.
Check. Okay.
This is good.
Do those pen, pencil, something.
Dude, I got
like that.
pens, dude.
I think I
This is the D&D room.
Going back to the first shot. I'll come back at the end.
You want to do like a feature? Maybe like a
cheap ass one too.
It's pretty good.
I was like, bro, I thought this was a joke. Like, if I really wanted to disarm me with that hammer, I would just. I did train with the police department, but like, I'm not a cop.
Alright, we're live. We've been live, but we're live. I put it in the middle now. Why does this keep spinning, bro? Some engineer spent how many
8
hours?
teams do not hold a first round pick. I think that's a record, actually.
Some engineer spent how many hours trying to make sure I couldn't stream? Huh?
Are you kidding?
They're first. They're up first.
Where's my hanger?
I used it for the jacket. It's over there. You put it up there.
Both our teams have 2 picks. This is historic.
This is kind of nice. This is
I don't
literally
really know what to think.
this is literally better than any season.
They've never picked twice before. Usually they trade it away.
This is more exciting than any season. Having 2 top 10 picks.
Yeah, well, that's where they're about to be.
Let's put that point in like the little jam area. Yeah, just balance. It's close enough. We'll swap it when they're up.
I'm not putting up a Jameis Winston jersey. Nobody gives a shit.
Why not? I saw a video with Jameis and he was
I mean, he can throw a football, but like...
a nice guy. He was like crab legs. What do you know about
Bro,
crab legs?
This is what I'm about to tell you about the Saints this year. They don't give a shit about Jameis Winston. Because they realize...
Well, I thought too because I have Taysom Hill. The real T
It
Hill.
doesn't matter who plays quarterback.
Yeah, running back. Taysom Hill.
It doesn't matter who plays
Oh, he's-
anything. It's the defense held Tom Brady to 0 points in Tampa. They kicked 3 field goals and won the game. Like, why don't you don't even need to play quarterback. Like, you have 1 and 2.
Of 1 and 2. It's really big. Team J Moo has picked 1 and 2 in
Gonna cost
the
me to
dynasty
move up
draft.
from 11. I want 2, not 1.
Well, the thing is, I could work with somebody to make sure that they don't pick what I want, and I could trade them 1-1.
I don't care. I need to be in top 6, and Nildy's not going to play ball. Jim's not going to play ball because he's asking for too much. Because his offer was not to my liking. So I would like
Let's
to
make some trades. Cobalt.
He doesn't have a high enough pick.
Mr. Cobalt, we need to know where the players are going first. For these, I want to know.
I don't want them first.
It's actually, that could be detrimental.
I think they're going to the right places. It's the NFL.
Media source.
Here's the guy that I really, really, really want. And I think he's going to go much, much higher than people expect. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say anything. It's not going to go in the first round. Probably.
Of our draft? Or this
Yeah,
draft?
of this draft.
The NFL draft.
I don't believe this player is going to go into the first round of the NFL official draft, and I think that this player is going to turn up to be the Alvin Kamara of this draft.
There he is. Right here. Nothing.
And you know why? Look at the school. Nobody cares about those small schools.
North Dakota State. You got 6'4" build, 208 pounds.
All right,
Biggest-
The steal of the draft here is Christian Watson. Now he's a wide receiver out of North Dakota State, 6'4", 208 pounds. You know, he's bigger. He gets the jump balls in the end zone, but he plays for a small school. Nobody's looking. The scouts don't come, but he's fast off the line. He beats them. He runs great routes. He reminds me a lot of Sky Moore, somebody I see on TV right there, who also is probably going to slip out of the first round. And you should all be drafted in the top 5 because he's going to go to a team that's a little less, competitive, which means he's going to get a lot of targets. And he's fast. Let me tell you, I know fast. I'm fast. He's fast.
Well said, Justin. The Tampa native, wouldn't it be nice if he went down there and played with old Tommy?
Oh, I don't see it. I don't see. See, the Buccaneers just got Russell Gage actually, and with Chris Godwin and they already have obviously Mike Evans is the big guy there. He's the number one. He's got to get the jump balls. He gets the end zone targets. Godwin's a slot receiver. Russell Gage just stretches defenses. That's all that counts. Just stretch defenses. You can only cover so many guys.
We got a lot of messages in the chat about too many mouths to feed in Tampa. What happens if the mouths are not big enough to eat?
Doesn't matter. They're going to win football games. God, I wish my team had too many mouths to feed. That means they're catching footballs. How many mouths you got in New York with the Jets?
Braxton Berrios, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, Michael Carter.
Oh, they've all been starving for years. Haven't fed a single one.
There's been a famine in New York.
Now, I'm telling you, this guy, Christian Watson, if you watch his tape, he's got all the intangibles. He's got the length. He's got the brass, right? The brass balls, He's not afraid for contact. He's not afraid for contact after. He gets yards after the catch. I think he's a superstar. I think he goes probably in the 2nd to 3rd round. And I think in our draft, he goes in the 1st round.
Well said.
I hate you for what you just did.
Look at that. It's Ice Cube.
Yes. Famed Raiders fan, Ice Cube. I think the Raiders have a pick, right?
Oh, Derek Carr looking dapper right there.
The Raiders don't have a pick, right?
Let's see.
Picking
Oh my goodness. Who is that man? Trade me that man right now.
I would gladly trade that man for the number 1 overall pick in our draft.
You're shaking. You're going to shake the can.
Sorry. I would gladly trade that man for the number 1 pick in our draft.
I need a little stand.
Right now.
No.
I guess I have Derek Carr.
Yeah, you look a handsome man.
Why is he not taking the pick? What is happening?
Yeah, the Raiders pick went to the Green Bay Packers at 22.
For legendary wide receiver Devontae Adams, who definitely has the intangibles.
Is he rocking like a little faux hawk?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. He does not look 32.
Also, who the hell is 22 of the Raiders? Is that even a player?
Darren Waller? Isn't that Waller right there?
No, Waller's 82.
Yeah, you're right. Duval County.
Duval County, from my home state of Florida. Actually, I don't know where Mel Kiper's from, but
No, you're not Mel. You're Justin Kuiper.
Justin Kuiper Jr.
We have Mel Kiper at home.
We'll call Mel Kiper later, obviously, to make sure that he could tell us the wrong answer to the pick.
Mr. Colbelt, what's your draft? What's your big draft hot take?
Also, do you have a pick here, James?
I don't care.
Do you want to keep the people entertained at least?
I'm reacting.
Is it Aiden Hutchinson or is it Trayvon Walker? Walker blocks better in the run. Hutchinson rushes the passer.
Pin my jacket, dude.
I did the back.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
I know better.
I trust your judgment here.
Boo!
Here in the JMU football camp, I don't care about defensive players, and I barely care about the Jaguars in general.
in the Justin Houston out of character, not Mel Kiper, I want to be the general manager of the Jaguars so I can get the Jaguars to actually win freaking football games. And I think that they should go Trayvon Walker because that's just how you win football games. You build in the line. Please, people. You want Trevor Lawrence. Get a goddamn defensive tackle that can actually block the run. That's how you win the game. But anyway, he doesn't have quite the intangibles that
He's
Aiden
an elite
Hutchinson
physical
has.
specimen for a 6'5", 275-pounder. He even dropped back into coverage this past season and managed a pass breakup or two.
Only one or two. Yikes.
Still figuring out how to rush the passer, but that'll come in time.
Sometimes when you have the intangibles, it just takes some time and some snaps in the NFL to understand the speed of the game. That was Taven Bryan.
I'm done caring about defensive players.
Well, that's unfortunate, J-Mo, because you ain't going to see an offensive player come off the board until number 8 when the Falcons pick. Oh, they did get Christian Kirk, though.
They did. They paid
And
him.
Brandon Sheriff is very, very underrated.
Christian Kirk signing ruined everything.
Well, because
they
he
signed him.
demanded so much money, and the Jaguars were like, screw it, we have so much.
Yeah.
Who cares? So we'll sign a blank check. Christian Kirk literally could have walked into a gas station in Jacksonville, picking up a lottery ticket, and made less money if he got the jackpot than what he did in Jacksonville.
No state income tax.
True. He walked in and said, I want to be the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. And they said, well, you're not the best. He said, I don't care. And they were like, well, I guess we don't either. How many zeros you want us to write?
Not even 10th best.
Again, Jacksonville, make me the general manager.
Just make the pick. No one cares. This feels
They
like
do this all the
This was
time.
deja vu.
They do this all the time.
No, they
Like
This is
when you
didn't
have
they
the,
do this last
when
year?
when you have the first pick, you should always pick with like 9 minutes and 59 seconds. You have it. Nobody is contacting Jacksonville for trades. It's too expensive to move up to number 1. It's not realistic. Unless you're insane, like the Jets. Or maybe the Jets are moving up to number 1. Who knows? You get package 4 and 10 and go to 1.
Look at that, they got 2 picks. The Giants 2.
Stupid.
Big day
You
for
get 2 good players instead of 1 good player.
big day for New York football here. 4 picks in the top 10.
Screw them all up. Yeah, big pick for Houston here, who's also going to screw it up. Yeah, also, to be fair, we have a record number of teams who aren't picking in the first round, and a record number of teams who have 2 picks in the first round. We have Detroit, who has 2 picks. Houston, 2 picks. The Jets, the Giants, the Saints, the Eagles. It's a lot of guys who have ammo to move up. The thing is, I don't think they do. Just take good players. Also, they don't have a GM. That's why I keep lobbying for this. The owner actually drafts, which is why they're so terrible.
That makes sense. You got the suit.
Shad Khan.
That's the guy who's making the picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. The guy with the mustache, yeah.
No, the guy.
No,
the guy next to
that's
him.
his son.
Just got out of college.
He's
Final
like,
suite.
I got my Dunkin' Donuts coffee, Dad. I want to see it in the draft room.
And the pick is in.
And the pick is in.
Who cares?
And it'll be a defensive lineman or a defensive end.
Imagine being a Jaguars fan.
Duval County.
Duval County.
Imagine being
Where's
in Florida.
Jacksonville? Is it the Panhandle?
It's all the way up north. Yeah. No, it's actually on the other side, though. Not like
The East Coast?
Yeah.
Atlantic Coast?
Yeah. But like,
Chris,
that's-
are you,
like
Mr.
9
Cobalt? Are you ahead of us here in the
Did
headquarters?
he say Walker?
Are we that far behind? No, we're live here.
No, we're live. No, is he just Chris? You just go with my mock draft. I did show
I
him.
saw your posted mock draft on
I
your
saw the
blog.
draft.
You what?
I did show him the
Oh,
draft.
nice.
Chris is my partner in crime. Remember that Cobalt when I trade you up for the first round? I need that pick. You don't. Remember that you gave up Cooper Kupp?
He's washed.
Yeah. The best player on my team. Washed. Also, you gave me Tyler Lockett. Which actually looks worse now, but...
Chris went from champion to full rebuild in 10 seconds.
It's really tough. And you know, I'm going from full rebuild to champion, so...
There you go.
Kamara hit somebody, got rid of him.
I'm excited about having the first 2 picks. Again, we'll pull up this draft board here. Maybe. Not for me. Trade up.
Save him. Sure. I'd love to see him there. Love to see my boy there.
Boo.
It's a miracle I even got back into the first round.
Boo.
Boo. Who could have seen it, man? And what a surprise! You know? It's almost unbelievable that a guy that's a blue collar worker, a lunch pail and helmet kind of guy, well, more lunch than helmet, obviously. You know, he eats a lot more, but he's gonna eat any quarterback in front of him. He's gonna wide in the hips. He's got those big, strong arms, and he's gonna hit the quarterback. And that's what we like to see at pick number 1. Jacksonville hit a potential home run here, and I say potential because they always ruin everything, so we don't know.
Well said. Defense wins championships, but I don't know if the Jaguars are going to be winning many.
Jacksonville is going to win at least 5 games next season.
That's an improvement.
Over 4. That guy didn't even block. I love college football. It's terrible.
Yep, here he is playing against someone who just got out of Geology 101.
You're kidding
They're looking
me.
great.
That would never happen in the NFL. That's actually phenomenal. That's a phenomenal play.
It's very DK Metcalf.
That's actually
that guy's huge. What
yeah.
the
Well, yeah, he's 320. He's 326, 7,
Is he the-
325.
He is an elite physical specimen.
I told you, he's a
6'5",
he's a lunch
275.
pale kind of guy, but more lunch than pale. None of these Jacksonville fans are happy.
I mean, it's not the sexy pick, right? It's not the quarterback, but
See,
this is the foundation for your team.
the foundation is never the sexy pick. Everybody wants to see quarterback. They want to see wide receiver. Jacksonville, you got quarterback last year. Don't be spoiled. Now you got a guy who's going to play for 10, 12 years in your
10, 12
organization.
years.
Probably a Pro Bowler. I get. Well, I don't even know if they pick defensive players for Pro Bowl anymore because they don't play in the Pro Bowl.
They should make it flag football.
I think the Pro Bowl is going to actually evolve into 11 quarterbacks versus 11 quarterbacks, and then we just pick the top 22 out of 32.
I think it should just be a flag football game.
Yeah, and there's no tackling because we don't want to hurt anybody. You know, this is not a dangerous sport. So I mean, heck, let's just play baseball out there.
Wiffle ball?
Yeah.
Wiffle?
Oh yeah, well T-ball, obviously.
We're getting to this offense now.
Yeah, so here we have Detroit on the clock.
So
here
who's
with
Detroit
number
looking
2.
to pick?
Detroit is clearly looking at a quarterback here. Whoa, wait, never mind. See, they're
Elite quarterback Jared Goff
Jared
at 6.6
Goff.
air
They just
yards
showed
per
he has a
attempt.
low. That was my quarterback last season, by the way. Whoever I traded him to.
The pick is in already. We don't have to wait. Thank God.
Oh
Lions.
my God! It's almost like they're
Thank
going to pick Aiden Hutchinson.
Who's that? Defensive end? All right.
He's
That
from
doesn't help.
He's from Michigan State. He literally lives 10 miles from Detroit.
So maybe that could enhance the defense and get your Amon-Ra St. Browns, your DeAndre Swift the ball more often, get a couple more third down stuffs.
Yeah. J-Mo, offensive coordinator.
I'm trying to put this in terms of dynasty fantasy football here. Your Amon-Ra's St. Browns are going to love that.
Stay away from Detroit players. Detroit is going to
What a hug. That was a top-tier hug.
Detroit is going to be rebuilding
look at
for like
this
10
suit.
years. Yeah, he looks
Let's check the
great.
drip check. Oh, my God.
Great. Look at the dude. Oh, I wish I could look that great.
Woo.
Oh,
Look at
and
the
he's
hair.
doing the Oh, tactical. Look at
Tactical
that watch.
hair.
You see that watch too? He tactically
Hey, look at
revealed
this.
the watch.
He's got the. Look at this walk. He's got the.
He practiced this.
This is too long of a walk.
You know what? See this guy is exactly what I'm talking about. He's got the intangibles. I don't care what he looks like on the football field. He knows how to walk and how to run his hand through his beautifully crafted hair.
Number one.
That's important.
Number 1 prospect on PFF.
Number 1 prospect on PNF. See, Trayvon Walker is a safer pick, but Hutchinson, he can rush the passer. He can beat up the quarterback. And that's, I think, what you want in the NFL. 14 sacks in college. Now, we play less games in college than the NFL. That's important to note. So,
Of note, Michigan native.
and
Going back home.
like I said, he's only 10 miles up the road from Detroit.
Do you see that? Look at that hand on the back there.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
beard
that is.
Beard looks terrible, though, by the way.
That's all right.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Good face.
Look at
Handsome
that.
guy.
Born in Michigan, went to Michigan,
Doesn't wear socks. I
went
hate
to
it.
the
I
Lions.
hate when they don't wear socks. It's just not classy.
Little push and pull.
He's an outstanding finisher. He has heavy hands. You heard it right here. That was him sacking Ben Roethlisberger
That did look
in
like
college.
Big Ben. That's medium Ben. Look, baby Ben. That's a big stick, but would you be able to do that against Derrick Henry?
I mean, you know, Derrick Henry's going to lower his shoulder, and Aiden Hutchinson's going to lower his shoulder, and Henry's going to win and get the touchdown.
He's gonna send him to
But
the
the
shutout.
Lions don't play the Titans next year, so it's fine.
Thankful. He's safe from the shadow realm for 1 year.
Luckily, Aiden Hutchinson gets to test his abilities against the Chicago Bears twice next year. And they can't run the football for anything.
I'm actually really excited about this because as an Amon-Ra St. Brown stockholder in fantasy football, more possessions for the Lions is always a good thing. And if this means they're sticking with Jared Goff. They're not, they're shooting for a quarterback. And Jared Goff, maybe, probable. We'll see.
The Lions aren't done tonight.
We'll see. They're not done tonight, but if they stick with Jared Goff or the same kind of system,
idea. It should be
Amon-Ra
running the
St.
football.
Brown's going to have 15 targets a game, and that's what we're loving to see.
Minimum.
That's what we love to see.
He is the
Here at
target.
Zach and the Boys,
That's true.
we love to see that.
Because, honestly, on the Lions offense, it's that and run the ball. It's St. Brown.
Pick is in already.
And
The Jets are going to be on the clock.
And I think I know who it is. And it's going to be defensive end, and I think it's going to be Thibodeau.
Kayvon
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau.
And
Doug Dimmadome. Kayvon
owner of the
Thibodeau.
Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Owner of the Kayvon Thibodeaux.
And I don't hate the pick. He's a high end, very low floor.
Look at this baby face.
Lovie Smith, the old coach of the Chicago Bears, and then previous defensive coordinator
dog
of the
tags?
Buccaneers. He actually is a veteran.
Oh, that's nice.
He did serve.
I was going to say that.
He
That'd
did
be
serve,
high.
and then he. So actually, interesting fact, he is a little older for the draft.
Okay.
So
Let's
he's,
see.
I think he's not much older. I think he's like 24.
21.7.
Oh God. Okay, he's not that old, but
A little bit.
and he's gonna go to the beautiful, greatest city in the country, Detroit, Michigan.
It's been on the up and up. Improvements. The Motor City.
I really think they take the quarterback at number 32.
We'll see.
And I still think, and I will say it, and I've been saying it, that The quarterback class is not great this year.
Not terrible.
But it's not terrible. Well, it's not terrible.
Anything can happen.
Taking a quarterback at 32 is smart. Because when you take them in the first round, you have to remember the difference between 32 and 33 is very important. Because you get the option of the 5th year for the same price as the first year. If you take a quarterback in the round...
Second round.
Yeah, in the second round,
lose a year.
then you have to pay them more after the 4th year. If you take a quarterback at 32, which is the last pick in the first round, you get them on a rookie salary, which is what happened with Lamar Jackson.
Unless they demand a trade and scrub you from their socials.
In the first round, you get to negotiate their contract, which means we do no trades in Capitals. And it's a corner.
So what does that mean for the big Jets?
The big Jets here still
They have
have
a
the
choice.
best corner on the board, which is Sauce Gardner, in my opinion. Ahmad Gardner is his real name. Derek Stingley Jr., I had going to the Giants at number 7.
Bit of a reach. As good.
The Texans have done it before.
PFF number 2 rated.
I believe Sauce Gardner is still the best corner in the market. I had him going to the Jets. I think I'm about to swap the Jets pick to Kayvon Thibodeau right here.
That makes sense.
I think that they run up with the draft card because they have
It's
pick
unfortunate
10.
because a lot of Jets fans were kind of settled in.
They
with
still
Sauce
can
Gardner.
they can still get any wide receiver they want at number 10. And the best player available right now on my board is Kayvon Thibodeau. I think that Sauce Gardner is a better corner than Derek Stingley Jr. I think Derek Stingley Jr. is a little cleaner.
Ooh,
His
look at him.
tape is good.
Body and Jamar Chase
He's
there.
got the hips. He's got the
This
hips.
is
He's
old
got the
tape.
experience.
This is old tape.
But he had the injury.
Old tape, exactly. We're
So-
looking at old tape here.
So he was injured. He missed out on a season. You're taking a chance. Is he a good player? Yes. Is Sauce Gardner a better player? Yes. Please, Jacksonville, hire me.
Who's Houston's quarterback?
Houston's quarterback is Mills and
Davis Mills.
I don't believe that's gonna stay. If I was Houston, I would enact the good old Wildcat. And the Jets are now. We are very excited for our friend Zach Wilson, who's gonna get yet another
Defensive end.
player to help him out on defense.
To get the ball back more. To try get more chances.
But
to try
we
out.
heard this morning on NFL.com that Jets ownership thinks that Zach Wilson will be special in the NFL.
I think
that
he
is
will
a
be.
direct quote. They say he will be a special player. He just needs more snaps. And you see the stats there. 179.5 pass yards per game, 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Terrible.
Missed a lot of
Absolutely
games.
terrible.
Missed a lot of games in the
Terrible.
middle of the season.
Terrible.
Though. Or in the heart of the season, they had elite quarterback Joe Flacco take his place due to an injury to the knee.
Elite quarterback Joe Flacco did, in fact, win a Super Bowl.
That's true.
But the Baltimore Ravens also gave up less than 9 points a game. So all Joe Flacco had to do was throw 1 touchdown to win the game. But anyway,
But before that, we had elite quarterback Mike White
Michael,
come in and.
I can't.
But the Jets did,
Breaking character,
with
I
elite
can't.
quarterback Mike White, take down the Cincinnati Bengals, who were a Super Bowl contender. So does that mean the
I
Jets
can't.
were potentially a Super Bowl contender?
I can't.
We'll see.
The Jets were, in fact, technically a Super Bowl contender.
And beat the Titans. with
And
Zach
beat
Wilson.
the Titans. But the Saints
Those are
also
good
beat
teams.
the Titans with Taysom Hill.
Should have beat the Buccaneers as well. Tom Brady. They had a win on them, and I think they gave it away. It was a little bit of a charity. deal
Happens
for
all the
Tom.
time, yeah. Everybody gives wins to Tom except the Saints because they have his number, and he hasn't won in New Orleans in 4 years. I want to make that clear. Tom Brady, we have your number.
Can I get that number?
Yeah. Well, not his phone number, but we'll pick you off 4 times. Play the Saints defense anytime they're ever playing the Buccaneers.
2017 first round pick Jamal Adams. That's why we're in this situation.
Excellent pick. And then,
A lot of return there.
so I guess you got a couple of years out of, a good safety who was a ball hawk and a leader on the field. And then you turn it into a number 4 pick.
I'll turn it to 10.
Or fine. So you move up 17 slots.
Their gameplay turned it into a number 4 pick.
It's
Their lack of wins.
the management is phenomenal.
Their lack of pick is in.
The pick is in,
Pick is
and
in.
I believe it will be either Kayvon Thibodeau or Sauce Gardner. I would go with Sauce Gardner. I love defensive backs. That's just me.
I would too. The Darrelle Revis days, where they were
You want an
some of the more
island.
successful
and,
days.
and the division has very strong wide receivers.
Tyreek Hill
You
going
have
to the Dolphins.
Mac Jones, who's probably going to get another wide receiver here
They
with
already
the
got
Patriots.
Devontae Adams. The
And
Patriots.
and then you have, Josh Allen, Mac Jones. You're competing with a lot of high-powered throwing. Sauce Gardner gives you an option to just leave him on the island and say, all right, we're going to take away your best
Gardner
receiver.
never allowed a touchdown in his career.
Maybe he shuts down Mac Jones for the rest of his career. And then, obviously,
Starting since
CJ
he was a
Uzoma,
Well, they
who
got.
was on my fantasy team, is going to be a superstar.
Well, they picked up C.J. Uzoma and Tyler Conklin, so they're kind of going with the old Patriots strategy of double tight ends. Who's joining the family tonight? We got a little
I have the Jets thing. Oh,
Sopranos action
I
going
have
on
the
here.
Jets thing. Okay. Right. Who do I have the Patriots thing?
Oh, we're fist pounding. Robert Saleh.
Yeah, that makes sense. They did lose a safety in Marcus May, who was a Pro Bowl safety, to my boys in black and gold.
Oh,
We signed him
It's
to
the
a
Jets, too.
nice $30 million deal.
that's a lot of money.
What's worth it? So a defensive back
Missed
here
playoffs
makes
for the 11th straight season.
I mean,
That's
it's not
always
that
good.
bad. It's not that bad.
It's not
You won
12.
Super Bowl 3.
At least it's not 12 seasons.
It's only 20 years. Look at these.
That's how I feel right now.
Sacked 44 times. Holy shit.
That's tough.
He's alive?
In 13 games.
Oh my god.
Allowed 30 points a game last in the NFL.
So
I'm wondering why
it's a defensive back. It should be Sauce Gardner. 7 interceptions in a year. There are players who have 7 interceptions in a season.
I don't know why the Jets fans have hope ever. With stats like that,
59.8 passer rate.
when under pressure, which is all the time.
You're always under pressure. It's the NFL.
All right, Trevor Lawrence didn't do that much better, right?
Apparently
also
he did. He's not last in the NFL.
He had a better offensive line.
He's probably second to last in the NFL, but still. Oh god, the Jets need like 19 picks in this round. Please just
They
take,
should've-
just
they should've-
take Sauce Gardner. I'm sold.
Okay.
I am very behind that pick.
Smart play. Look at that.
The guy's
What is
gonna-
that? Dude, what is that?
Look, the
Look
guy's
at that
gonna.
ice, dude. What the?
Dude, the guy's gonna be a ball.
I listened to the
Alright,
interview.
I think
He
I-
was on Rich.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I don't want to read it now.
Never allowed a touchdown in his career. What?
They're gonna know it's fake now.
Oh, with the joke.
Yeah. But it's true. I mean, look at the swag. Look at the swag. Look at the drip. You could be the big dick swinging guy in New York City.
Career.
The,
Wait, you going?
the kind of guy who covers you with all 5 of his limbs. Look at how long all of them are.
Very long player. Career highlights. Never allowed a touchdown. Stand-up guy too. I heard his interview on Rich Sison's.
He's actually a really nice guy. Yeah. Also, he said that when he gets drafted in the first round, he's gonna buy a house for his mom so she can retire.
Yeah, that's always
so
good.
like,
He's got the sauce necklace. You know.
I mean, I might buy his.
What is that? Is that like a sauce bottle?
Yeah.
You got Frank's Red on it?
Yeah. They said he always brings the sauce.
Dude, he's fucking nervous, dude. Look at him shaking. I love it.
I love this kid.
I love it.
Because he's modest.
He told Rich. He said Rich asked him. He said, what do you think when people talk about the Jets? They say the same old Jets. He said, well, it's not gonna be the same old anything when I show up.
Love the confidence.
Love it, dude. That's Darrelle
Dude,
Revis energy right there.
This guy's gonna get a lot of interceptions, and I think he might actually wear number 1.
I might buy his jersey to do some work out
I
front.
might buy his jersey.
I gotta do some mulching out front. I do want to be a gardener.
Look at the tackling skills.
Right, Cobalt, you had
Boom!
131 yards last year in 14 games. Look at that length.
Well, he is pretty tall.
Length. Look at that length.
I don't really care about the length, to be honest. Like, in the NFL, it matters way less. It's like the tackle. Look at the...
That break.
That's just a freak.
Turn up a little bit.
That's a freak.
All right, now we're going to look
It's the tackling. It's the way he sees the ball. He watches the cornerback like he's a safety, even though he's covering another player. That's football IQ.
Well,
that's how you have high football IQ. You have all the intangibles. You're coachable. You're strong. You're long. You understand the game.
J-E-T. Also, he was a wide receiver up until his junior year in high school, so
Imagine knowing what to
definitely
do.
helps with tracking the ball. He's nervous, dude. I love it. I love a nerve. Nerves mean you're excited. I don't think she's a man, but right. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We can't assume that.
Cobalt, what are your thoughts on this pick?
You know, I love his modesty. And you know what? You're right. The fact that he's nervous, it is a little unnerving.
No, never said.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Sam Darnold got eaten up.
It's hard to go
Spit
from a
out.
small market team to New York.
Cincinnati to New Jersey. He wanted the sauce.
I'm very surprised Derek Stingley Jr. went third over Sauce Gardner. I think that the Texans are going to be regretting this in a couple of years. I really do. Gardner is so much of a better corner.
Giant, you think the Giants are taking? Do you think Thibodeau is going to fall further?
I don't think that they care.
What are the Giants looking for?
They need a tackle. They need a tackle so bad. Daniel Jones literally played on his back.
Not worse than Zach Wilson.
Yeah, but to be fair, no offense, the Giants can run the football.
It's true.
The Jets can't.
Not yet. They're working on it.
Not yet, though, but the Giants need to run the football. You know how you run the football? Defensive lineman. Blow holes open. Blow holes open.
Believe me, I know.
Toss guys out of the way. Let your guy go.
The good old days in New York with Brickashaw,
I like
Ferguson.
Akeem Ekwonu or Charles Cross, but I think Charles Cross is a lock-in for the Panthers. Akeem Ekwonu is... He's smaller, but he's faster.
I would call him the single most dominant run-blocking tackle in the country. If I were to analyze
Hence why I would have him go to the Giants than Carolina, because...
What is a big-time block? Is that a stat?
A big-time block is when you... And then Saquon Barkley's in the end zone.
So it results in a
big
gain.
John Mara here, my friend who called me while I was at the diner before. I was talking to that Giants fan. Obviously told me that we're taking Equam here as Giants fans. And not Charles Cross, who I think will go next to the Carolina Panthers. But both are good options. They took Andrew Thomas in 2020.
Jeremy Shockey?
Didn't pull Jeremy Shockey.
I love right there.
Because he scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl for the Saints.
Oh yeah, true. Was he a Saint first?
No, he was a Giant, and then he got traded. But that was a very quick draft.
Who's this guy?
I think it was his son.
Who?
John Maher's son. GM. Probably on cocaine. He's not even going to get to say it.
Oh, he's just a fan.
Okay.
I love that.
Never mind, I take it back. I'm sorry.
Cobalt's guessing Thibodeau.
Who did he say? Thibodeau? I think it's an offensive tackle.
This guy's nervous as heck. I love it.
He's getting hyped, though. I love
Remember
it.
when Goodell did it in his basement? The draft?
It's actually kind of fun.
That was funny. He had like a bowl of candy.
It actually was pretty good. I didn't hate it. Cobalt says Theodo. I think it's offensive tackle. Make a wish. Oh no, we were kind of making fun of him.
Not really though. We were just
We were just
commenting
around.
on his.
He's a good. He's a
We
great
were
kid.
commenting on his nervousness.
Yeah, great kid. Oh, he's gonna announce a pick. Great.
All right, best available.
All right.
Maybe?
All right. Yeah. I mean, I believe so. I'm just surprised
maybe.
he doesn't help Saquon Barkley. I mean, look, Kayvon Thibodeau is.
He's got an elite first step. Okay, playing in that Pac-10 stuff.
Yeah, JMO, you've watched the tape.
I've watched some tape.
He is phenomenal off the line. Fast, strong, big, puts the shoulder down, rams through those offensive linemen. That doesn't do anything for Daniel Jones or Saquon Barkley.
Except getting the ball back sooner.
He gets
Good
there.
defense. Helps your offense. See
7 sacks.
See Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez and Darryl Reeves. Give me a break.
Exactly. A good defense
Get
helps.
interceptions.
A good defense helps a subpar offense by getting them the ball
Darryl
more.
Reeves giving the ball back right away by catching it and getting interceptions. This guy gets sacks and they have to punt it back.
He's long, physical.
He is
6'3", 254.
He is. He's a spectacular athlete.
21.3 years old.
What do they do the point? Like, it doesn't matter if like the months. Like,
It does actually.
I guess, but
From Westlake Village, California, 5-star.
definitely 5-star athlete from Oregon. Look,
Although, here's the thing. Unrefined, and he's all about his brand, I've heard.
look. Okay, the guy's strong. He's huge. He's kind of a steal at number 5 because we didn't expect him to make it past the Texans number 3. He's gonna rock the NFL. His arms are huge. He's long and everything. He's long. He's great. I mean,
Dude, he's going nuts, dude.
dude, his energy is spectacular. His jockstrap spells spectacular. I know, I've spelled it myself. You know, he's got everything that you want. He's got all the intangibles. And look, and we can talk about intangibles all night long, and we will. But this guy has got the intangibles.
He's got an X in his last name, too, and that really means
It's
that's
rare.
really important.
It's rare. It's a rare quantity.
And it looks cool on camera.
His jersey's gonna look great. He's gonna sell a lot of jerseys in New York. You know,
yeah, not as cool as the Oregon Ducks jersey, though.
Yeah. But his name's not on the back of that because it's college. They don't make any money. So New York needs that money.
Long arm move.
That was
Again, he's tackling a kid who was in Algebra 101 yesterday. He's going to be an accountant in a couple years.
I mean, he's playing in the NFC East, so
That's about the same as...
tackling Jalen Hurts, who doesn't even know algebra.
Yeah, you only really need like 4 or 5 wins to make the playoffs in the NFC East. So.
Well, look, the Cowboys won the division, and then another team makes the wild card.
Yeah.
Now you got this
Oh, look at this. Nice swim move. Little swim.
newfangled Washington Commanders team.
The commies.
I think you can say that.
It's a nickname.
And we have Carolina here. Now, I have
We
Carolina.
see an offense? A little offense, maybe?
Well, technically, we just saw offense, but it was a tackle.
Caldwell, we see an offense.
Oh, well, it actually didn't. No, so
We're getting tackled.
So I think we're going to see a tackle. I think it's
Technical
Charles
offense.
Cross. My sources
really
this morning told me that Charles Cross is the pick here, and it's already locked in. My pick before this morning, and I'm actually breaking character because I think this is actually really true. My pick before this morning was Kenny Pickett. I really thought they were going to go Kenny Pickett.
You really
Apparently,
think they're going to pick it?
nice. Apparently, Carolina is saying, screw it. Let's get a guy that's going to play for 10 years for us. We'll go next year quarterback and get a good one.
Or Sam Darnold's really going to pick it up in his 5th year.
Sam Darnold, who had 9 let me check my stats here. Who had 9 touchdowns and 14 interceptions?
I almost traded the kitchen sink for Sam Darnold last
I
year.
actually
after
got
his-
rid of Sam Darnold in the
after his
fantasy
hot
league,
start.
and I don't know who traded for him, but
Chris Locke.
God bless. Because that didn't work out at all. It's funny to believe that, let me check my sources here. Last year, I started the league with Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, and now I have Derek Carr and Carson Wentz, who is now the new starter for the Washington Commanders, who are probably going to draft. What does that say right there? wide receiver at
sure-
number 11.
I sure hope that's not
And
the
I
case.
think
'cause
it's probably he's going to be the best wide receiver in the draft
That
because
would-
the Jets always pick the wrong one.
that would change my plans significantly in the dynasty draft.
Well, luckily James has 2 picks.
I'm not trying to pick a commie on my team.
But no, this pick could be kind of good. But I was told by a reliable source who is from ESPN that it is Charles Cross.
We'll see.
And we will see if he holds through. If he doesn't, I'm going to call him tomorrow and say funny and bad things.
Send him the VOD.
Fuck.
Make me look bad.
You motherfucker.
Make me look bad for the Chris.
You made me look bad in front of 3 viewers. Piece of shit.
1 viewer.
You know, Nick Cameron said he was going to tune in with you. What the hell?
He can
Oh,
come.
wait. Oh, I was supposed to give the link to my brother.
He comes for D&D.
Nick?
Yeah,
Does he really?
yeah. He's in the Tuesday session.
Shires offered him yesterday.
Nice. Plays
I didn't know he still played.
he plays a wild magic barbarian. We're 50 sessions in.
Of course he does. Oh, he's the biggest closet nerd there ever was. Excellent hair, by the way. Saw him for the first time in a while.
Yeah. That's looking good. Look at the little stream. This is as good as it's gonna get.
Hey, man.
I did want to get pads for these chairs though. Did you about hurt?
No.
Oh, we got 2 viewers. Did you send it to someone? It might be my phone.
My brother wants it.
Here, I'll swap. Chris, I'm gonna change to Twitch just in case anyone's
Yes.
waiting for like a
Oh,
notification.
they took Akem instead of Charles Cross.
Ikem Ikwanyu.
So they took a different offensive tackle. But
Right.